confident look as they got to the arena earlier tonight. I'd say that's a squad ready for action. Hello, and here we go. It's Thursday night in the NBA on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Atlanta Hawks. I'm Brian Anderson. With us tonight, two great basketball minds, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Also, our reporter, Allie LaForce. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at the Hawks, they'd be watching from home if the playoffs started today. They're hoping to make a final push. And, of course, Brooklyn, back 2.5 games.
I think for the Nets, this year hasn't worked out for them at all. They were being talked about as a title contender in the preseason.
And that's what's been so hard for this team and its fans. Those expectations, the hopes were so high for them coming into this year, and then it went all south. What a disappointment.
Now Atlanta's starting five. Murray and Hunter fill out the wings. Clint Capella out there with Johnson. And it's Young in at the point. And for Brooklyn, Mikal Bridges is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Cameron Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Past the midway point of the season now, Smitty. You have a favorite for league MVP?
BA, I have my personal favorite, but it's still too early to call. So much can happen on the back half of a season.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Young looking around. Shoots over Schroeder. Brooklyn with the board. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Yep, that one's good.
The pass by Schroeder, finding the right balance between scoring and facilitating.
Outside Young. Capella in the high post. Pass to Murray. Jacks up a three. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Now here's Schroeder. And we're about a minute into the first. Knocked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Schroeder. And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
Now here's Young. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Claxton. Johnson against Young. To the inside. Here's Bridges. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer, and he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Smitty, during the 2022 offseason, the Hawks made a blockbuster trade for DeJounte Murray.
Atlanta sending a clear signal. They want to win now. And I love it, BA. The front office showing confidence in their players.
Bridges hits them both. And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. Schroeder with it. The three. And that's collected by Trae Young. Outside Hunter. Pass to Murray. Got a piece of it. With the floater. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
What touch on the floater. Young has this shot down to a science.
Claxton up top. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Johnson finds Bridges. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. And the Nets miss again.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Capella. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
That's just strength right there. Capella taking it and working through it all.
1 time from the line.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
You have to love the strong foundation Clint Capella gives his team. He's incredibly reliable in the paint on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Johnson. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game.
Lots to miss the play. First quarter.
It's Bridges on the wing. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3. Bridges has got 7 points.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Capella screen on Bridges. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
He was too aggressive. That's already his 2nd foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a change for the Hawks. Bogdanovich has checked in for Trae Young. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Sinks the tray.
What a pass by Bogdanovich. Sending it straight to the wide open man.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. Thomas passes to Schroeder. And here's Claxton. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Down low. And it's Murray finishing it off.
You see it right there. One of Murray's biggest advantage is his lift off the floor.
Johnson on the wing. Pass to Claxton. Johnson on the wing. Hunter covering. And let's check out which teams have been offensive juggernauts the past 10 games. The Hawks, number 1.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
First one falls, and Smitty now in the first year of his rookie extension. DeAndre Hunter, the former number 4 overall pick.
BA, injuries have been a hindrance early in his career, but he has a chance, in my opinion, to be one of the best wing defenders in the game.
Walker, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Smith comes in for Schroeder. Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. Bay comes in for Johnson, and both free throws good for Hunter. When you take a look at the Atlanta Hawks, a team that wants to get back to being a heavyweight, Smitty.
BA, we all remember their magical run in 2021 to the Eastern Conference Finals. That Hawks squad was hungry, and not to just get back there, but get to the NBA Finals.
Simmons is checked in for Claxton. Matthews, he's checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Murray. Here's Thomas. And that's an air ball. Not even close.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. Back to Bogdanovich. There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Fernando. From down in the low post, it goes.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Thomas. No points yet. Ball stolen. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Hawks on top, up by 7. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
14.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Well, we normally don't pick favorites, but come on. Do you have a player you like watching the most, Grant?
All right, B.A., you're going to get me in trouble, but I do love Ja Morant. I mean, he flies, he plays so fearless, and he also gets his teammates involved. Ja is really fun to watch.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Young runs point with Bogdanovic at the 2. Saddiq Bey out there with Bruno Fernando. And it's Matthews in at the 3 slot.
In terms of playmaking, Trey is as good as they come.
Young against Smith. To the middle. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Connects from downtown.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Thomas from outside, off the mark. And the Hawks shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Pass to Young. Here's Bogdanovic. They set the pick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And these shooting guards have been great at the line. Bogdan Bogdanovic, 3rd.
This is a group with the ability to drive looking for contact because they all know they'll convert at the free throw line.
Give them all credit for the work they put in to become such great free throw shooters. Trust me, it takes a lot of work to shoot those kinds of percentages.
Finney Smith checked in for Brooklyn. Schroeder comes in for Smith. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for Matthews. Simmons, the pass to Thomas. Over Bogdanovic. No good, a bit long that time.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
A nice shot by Young.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Here's Schroeder. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Finney Smith, a screen. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Young, the pass to Capella. Capella, screen on Bridges. Hunter against Bridges. Here's Capella. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Capella's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And here's Schroeder outside. Atlanta with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
You know, sometimes you just don't match up with a team no matter what you do. And it starts to feel like quicksand.
You know, they were reacting rather than dictating. I thought they played scared all night.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
Well, Bogdan Bogdanovic played his first 5 years in a different pro league, but he was ready when he arrived, Smitty.
BA hit the ground running. Such a good shooter. He's getting double digits every night he's on the floor.
Clock at 4. Here's Thomas. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Back to Capella. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Look at that athletic play by Clint Capella, leaping up with enough airtime to grab it and slam it.
Timeout called, Brooklyn.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud in here for your Brooklyn Nets.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Simmons. Johnson comes in for Bridges. And it's Walker in for Thomas. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Murray comes in for Young. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Walker against Bogdanovic. Can they get it? Walker's shot is off.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Hunter passes to Bogdanovic. Hunter on the wing. Back to Murray. There's the screen by Johnson. The offensive rebound. The Nets have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Schroeder against Murray. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
There's a certain electricity to Schroeder's game, this time with a statement finish.
Outside Hunter. Capella screen on Johnson. Here's Hunter. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Pass to Johnson. Right side, Finney-Smith. And he drops it in from the low post. Finney-Smith's got his first points of the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Murray from outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Clint, an outstanding first half for this team at the defensive end of the floor. What was the key?
Just be consistent. Defensive rebounding was one of our keys tonight, and it's just the start. So we're going to try to stay locked in on it. We know this is our key in our transition to make a stop here and run. So we're just going to keep going.
Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, they aren't getting a hand up on the shooters, and the numbers show it, Shaq. Guys are too good in this league to give them easy looks. You're just digging your own grave.
Well, excuse me, Jack, giving the tough love. Bravo, bravo.
All right, now let's check out what the fans are saying on social media. Let's see, I've got B-Ball Expert Crossover wanting to know if you guys were offered a free ticket to travel in space, would you go?
I probably would turn down the offer to go to space. I'm pretty much happy with being here on Earth.
I would have to agree with Kenny. I can look up and see space, and that's good enough for me.
I expected more from both of you. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Johnson in at the three. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Well, one thing we know about Trae Young, he is fearless when it comes to big shots, Smitty.
B.A. Trae Young loves to play spoiler. He embraces being the villain for the opposing fans.
Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
You have to be in awe of Bridges' athleticism, gifted at leaking out and executing.
Pass to Murray. Lets it go from deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his third assist of the night. Young against Schroeder. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Now here's Bridges. Back to Johnson. And here's Finney-Smith. Bridges passes to Johnson. Over Hunter. The shot by Johnson, no good. Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Inside, Johnson uses the glass on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 15.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Bridges. Nails the baby hook. Bridges has got 13.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Murray against Bridges. Capella screen on Bridges. Murray passes to Capella. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
First team.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field. One shot.
The free throw off from Capella. And with expansion whispers continuing to grow, Smitty, if it happens, you figure there would have to be some realignment.
Yes, B.A. Most likely a team would move to the east. Presents a chance for the NBA to change the layout of the league. Might add a division and find ways to cut down on travel.
And the basket by Bridges.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Here's Young. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Outside Johnson, and the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul of the game. So the Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Bay's checked in. Schroeder with it. Pass to Thomas. Schroeder, a screen on Murray. Here's Thomas. Five to shoot. Pulls it from 20. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. And looking at the small forward position, here are the most dangerous outside shooters who continue to do damage and give defenses fits. DeAndre Hunter, fourth.
These guys show unbelievable consistency shooting the three. It's not the only skill they have, but it helps make them extremely dangerous.
When the three-point shot is working for one of these fellas, that's when the defense has to be worried, because any of them can get hot from behind the line.
Here's Young. Brooklyn with the board.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Some fans do question the level of play in the regular season, but All-Star Kevin Durant said, quote, "They only see us when the games come on, but the travel, the practices, the shoot-arounds, we're constantly moving, so appreciate the grind. Every game is not going to be a high-intensity playoff game. We go as hard as our bodies allow us to go." Brian?
Yeah, interesting point there, Allie. Thank you.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Screen by Capella. To the inside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
In the paint, Capella can be so aggressive. The foul isn't going to hold his shot back.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Some changes for Brooklyn. Ben Simmons is checked in for Claxton. Walker comes in for Finney-Smith. And it's Smith in for Schroeder. Matthews, he's checked in for Atlanta. Bogdanovich comes in for Trae Young. Capella hits them both. 1:03 left in the third. Outside Simmons. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Capella. And out of bounds. The Nets will take it. Fernando's checked in for Atlanta.
Coming on to the floor for the Hawks. Number 24, Bruno Fernando.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. 44 seconds left in the third. Here's Thomas going inside. The rebound by Murray.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Bogdanovich finds Bay. Murray up top, covered by Smith. Count it. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Here's Thomas. There's 10 seconds left in the third. 5 on the clock. From 11 feet away, the shot comes out. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Hawks ahead, leading by 14. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Hawks looking at who they've got. Young runs point with Bogdanovich at the 2. Bruno Fernando is out there with Sadiq Bey. And it's Matthews in at the 3 spot.
Definitely undersized, but Trae Young has heart.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the score by Atlanta. Watford the pass to Thomas. Stolen by Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Good footwork by Bogdan Bogdanovich. Precise with his moves, and typically he beats the defenders.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Atlanta.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
First free throw is good.
A good shooter from the line. Bogdanovich welcomes these chances.
And so Bogdanovich nails them both. The Nets shooting just 38% for this game so far. To the paint. Here's Bridges. And the layup falls.
You got to enjoy watching Bridges take over. Games like this prove how lethal he can be.
Young, the pass to Bey. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Bey. Shot clock at 6. Count the basket. And the Hawks lead by 18.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Simmons, the pass to Watford. Back to Simmons. Watford with a screen. Pass to Thomas. That three's off the mark.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1 3, and that was in the first half.
Young misses.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Back to Bridges. The fadeaway. Fernando grabs the miss. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Pass to Young. Here's Fernando. Bogdanovich passes to Fernando. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Grant, you look at the league's basketball-related income. The players and owners split it about 50-50.
You know, BA, that's why they call it a partnership. You talk about a shared interest. The NBA has really become a leader by example in all of professional sports.
Get loud, fans. On the court, your HUD Squad.
Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Claxton, he's checked in for Simmons. Finney Smith comes in for Watford. Johnson, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Schroeder in for Smith. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Capella, he's checked in for Fernando. Johnson comes in for Bay. Hunter's checked in for Matthews. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bogdanovich. Schroeder against Young. Schroeder passes to Bridges. Outside Finney Smith. And the Nets miss again.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Young. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The muscle Capella brings packs a punch, especially when he's hitting the offensive glass.
Now here's Claxton. And until recently, it seemed like a foregone conclusion that the NBA's age limit would come back down to 18. Are you surprised that didn't happen, Grant?
You know, B.A., I am surprised. We heard players saying it's not fair to make guys wait. You know, Commissioner Silver seemed receptive, so that was slightly unexpected that age 19 remains the rule.
Now here's Murray. Capella screen on Bridges. Shot clock at 5. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Fantastic pick and roll action. DeJounte Murray finishing.
Schroeder against Young. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Claxton. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton. At the line, 2 times.
First one falls for him. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Watford's checked in for Finney Smith. Thomas comes in for Johnson. Walker, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Smith in for Schroeder. He's perfect from the line this time. And the NBA's TV deal expires after next season. What are you hearing about where things are headed, Grant?
Well, B.A., the league seems focused on greater access for the fans, especially the cord cutters. So with more games on broadcast TV and possibly a streaming package as well.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Hawks.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year. And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for DeJounte Murray.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Here's Fernando. Back to Bogdanovich. And here's Griffin outside. Drills it from deep. And the Hawks lead by 20.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Saddiq Bey, first personal foul, team seconds. At the line, Dennis Smith Jr.
He's off on the first. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Here's Bufkin. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Trey, this is a young team. Talk about the chemistry and the connection and how you play together.
I mean, if you're around us outside of the locker room, you can tell why we support each other so well, and the energy we have for each other on the court. I mean, you can tell the reason why we do that. And I mean, I love this group.
The connection is there on and off the court. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, DeJounte Murray.